Activation levels can be accessed through your profile button in the administrative settings. Now, activation levels can be used to add further security to activations, whether they be functions, hotkeys, or macros. By default, all activations are level 4. This means no authorization is needed. Now, this simply means that you will not need to authenticate anything more than your initial login to the system. When you activate, you will receive a prompt that says, "Are you sure you wish to activate the sirens?" You simply click OK. If you require further activation security, you can choose to use one of the other levels. Let me give a quick explainer of these levels. A level 3 authorization is the next step up from level 4. Level 3 means that I need to authenticate with my current user password before an activation can occur. So this means that a box will pop up on the screen and will make me log in with my account password. Levels 2 and 1 are very similar. They utilize a third-party application called Authy. Authy is an application you can download from your App Store. You can also install it on a Windows PC. What this allows you to do is an app-based authentication for your activation. So what happens in this case on a level 2 is the current user, instead of entering their password, would need to authenticate by tapping on, "Are you sure you want to authenticate this activation?" on their mobile application. Level 1 takes us a step further. It takes it out of the hands of the person who's in front of the station, and they will be sent, the activation will be sent to another group. So this could be the case where you have an individual who's on site that isn't sure that they should activate. You could put them on a level 1. They could require authentication from an outside body, the governor even, anybody who's carrying or is a user of the mobile app. To change a hotkey, macro, or function to another level is simple. You simply click the drop down on what type of activation you'd like. In this case, I'm going to try hotkey. And in this case, I'm going to choose hotkey number 1. And I'm going to give hotkey number 1 a level 3, meaning I will have to enter in my current user password. And when I'm finished doing this, I click Done. Now, if we look at hotkey number 1 in the screen below, it shows that Weather Alert All hotkey has been changed to level 3. Now when I try to do a hotkey 1 activation, I'll receive a new prompt. It says, "Are you sure you want to activate this hotkey?" like I did before, but in this case I need to put in my password. So I'm going to enter my password and click Yes. And it activates my hotkey. So this is an additional level of security beyond just having a confirmation prompt. Now, if I happen to enter my password incorrectly, I will receive a prompt that my username or password is incorrect, and it will not activate. Let's say I want to change hotkey number 1 to be level 2. So I can do this as well. I can go back to my screen and I can select hotkey 1 in my hotkey screen, and I can change the level to level 2. Now when activating, this behavior is slightly different. On my mobile device, I've received an Authy application prompt which lets me activate or not. So in this case, I'm going to approve. I approve the mobile app and my hotkey has activated successfully. If I did not respond in the required time, within 45 seconds, the hotkey would not activate. In this case, I'm going to try to activate again, and I'm going to deny the request. Auth approval has been denied, is the prompt that I received. And in this case, I've activated the hotkey with Auth app approval, but I'm not going to approve it on my mobile device. I'm going to let it run out. Now this authorization is going to time out in approximately 5 seconds. And it shows you that the Auth approval has expired. Now the last case is very similar to the second, and we're going to, on a level 1, choose hotkey, weather alert, and we're going to change this to level 1. And in here, we have to assign a group. I've created an activation group ahead of time, and I'm going to assign this group to be the people who can authorize this activation. Now going back to hotkey activation, I'm going to go to Weather Alert All, activate, and the activation request, instead of going to me, will go to a group, an assigned group. So I have another user logged in that I can activate from, so I'm going to activate the same way. I've approved that activation, and the hotkey is activated successfully. So activation levels can be assigned via administrative tools, activation level, and you can use this for hotkeys, macros, and functions.